I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I was younger, I did not have a mom around to teach me about like feminine hygiene, nor did I have any like older cousins that were like close to me, for real, no older sisters. So here are a few tips that I wish I would have known when I was a young woman. During the summertime, you want to use cream moisturizers for your skin, and during the wintertime, you want to use butters and oils. Your body will start getting used to whatever deodorant you're using, so it needs to be switched frequently. Using lots of scented soaps and lotions can really throw off your pH balance. If you're going to be intimate with anybody, they need to wash their hands first. I know we all love loofahs, but they also carry tons of bacteria, so try using an African net sponge instead. Organic pads and tampons are much better for your lady parts, and they can also shorten your period. Sweat buildup in certain crevices can cause odors, but drinking liquid chlorophyll can help tremendously because it's an internal deodorizer. Women are 3 to 4 times more likely than men are to have latex allergies, so keep that in mind. For my younger uterus people, I know that a lot of these pads and tampon commercials are often advertising 8-hour wear, 12-hour wear. Do not do that unless you absolutely have to. You need to be changing them regularly, okay? Like every 1 to 3 hours, 2 to 4. I was never told a lot of these things, so here I am telling them to you. If you have any other feminine hygiene advice, by all means, ditch this video.
Hey, lately I've been sharing a series of videos sharing all the ways to become attractive as your face, your apparel, your body and posture, your scent, your beliefs, your energy and charisma, your hair. And in this video, we're getting into how hygiene can make a major difference and how attractive you are. If you're enjoying this series and topic, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the others. And check out my description where I have all the other videos and my book, The Enchanted Keys to Leveling Up, sharing all the ways that you can level up your life. I'm working on getting my ebook on my website listed so you can purchase it. But right now it's only available inside my treasure chest of gems on Patreon, alongside all my other masterclasses and resources that'll help you on a deeper level to create your best life and to become your best self. Hygiene is the non-negotiable. If you skip this, it doesn't matter what you do to try to make yourself more appealing. Because once people get a glimpse on how you're not properly taking care of yourself, it's a huge turnoff. Hygiene is like the nail before the polish. In order to paint your nails and have them coming out looking like you just came from a salon, you need to prep your nails first. You need to evaluate if your cuticles need to be pushed back and cut. You want to shape and file your nails. If you skip the prep of doing your nails and try painting your nails before those crucial steps to prepping, there will most likely be clumps and bumps, and it's gonna look like a child did your nails. You need to prep and pamper yourself before you add the razzle dazzle. Out of razzle won't dazzle. Now let's look into what the girls have to say about hygiene.
Girl, let me tell you some tips that will literally just transform your hygiene girl to girl. Like, trust me, I learned. Starting off, this should be known, but no scented soap down there at all. Like, no fragrance, no bad stuff, just pure clean soap. Dove sensitive skin is really good. Dr. Bronner's is good. Just clean types of soaps are like the only type of soaps you should be putting down there, and obviously like not inside. Nothing should go inside. Next is to replace your loofah with an African net cloth. It doesn't harvest any bacteria. And loofahs will, like when you reuse them and put them back up and use it again, like it's just gonna collect bacteria. And if you're washing your skin, why would you want to like also be washing with bacteria? Like, that's the point, you know. Next, girl, double cleanse. Like, double cleanse your face, double cleanse your body, double cleanse. You would be surprised how much you would see on the second time cleansing and how much cleaner you feel on the second time cleanse. If you're dirty, start with an antibacterial wash. I like the Dove or Dial, and then wash with like a moisturizing wash afterwards to kind of help with the dryness from the antibacterial. Otherwise, you could double cleanse with anything that you want. You could even use the same soap if you wanted to. Another tip is when you're wearing makeup, make sure you're washing your face with an oil cleanser. An oil cleanser is going to just like get all of that makeup and dirt and bacteria out of your pores. And then to get the oil off, you're gonna wash with a water-based gel type of cleanser, just so that your skin could be free and clear of oil. Start using an oil after you shower, because the oil with the moisturizer, like your skin will be 100 times more hydrated than if you were to just use the regular moisturizer alone. Like, body oils changed my life. Next, this doesn't really have to do with hygiene, but if you have dark spots on your armpits, turmeric and like those orange yellowy turmeric bars, they will be perfect for getting rid of dark discolored armpits. Also, if you were sweaty, use an antibacterial soap on your armpits and just let it marinate so that you are sure that the smell does not stick even after the shower.
He told me if you put witch hazel on your little Q-tip and you wipe around and clean inside your ear with the witch hazel, not just by itself, that it will stop the pimples.
I feel like Witch Hazel is one of those hygiene products that is talked about but is not really talked about, to the point where you can use it for things like helping to tame body acne. And like that creator said, she uses Witch Hazel on the end of a Q-tip to help tame pimples that she gets in her ears. But did you know that you could take it a step further and use Witch Hazel to help tame and even eliminate body odor? Let me explain what I mean. Every night or every morning after you've taken your shower, make sure you fully dry yourself, and then you can go in with some Witch Hazel and a cotton pad, dab it on there like this, and wipe it in any crack or crevice that is prone to having odor. The main one being your butt crack. But you can also use it in other places, such as underneath your boobs if you have a larger chest, on your back if you have any creases there, in and around your belly button, especially if you have an innie, and my personal favorite, behind the ears, because I feel like a lot of you guys neglect to clean behind your ears. Using this tip along with the proper after shower hygiene routine, I promise will have you smelling good all day. Take my word for it.
Have you been washing your vulva the wrong way? First, remember that the vulva is the external part, not the vagina. Use warm water and your hand to gently cleanse the vulva. Avoid using soap directly on the sensitive skin to prevent irritation. If you prefer, use a mild unscented soap on the outer areas only. Gently spread the labia and rinse between the folds. Be thorough but gentle to remove any sweat or discharge. There is no need to scrub. Finally, pat the area dry with a clean towel. Good hygiene helps keeps you comfortable and healthy.
Leaving the house with dirty or torn underwear on, because my mama said,
okay, and we was just talking about some of the things that my grandmother taught me about womanhood and femininity. If you want further context, go ahead and scroll down my feed to see that discussion. Well, anyway, when I saw that post, I was literally in stitches, because this is one of the things that my grandmother also taught me. She taught me to never have or wear any panties that were dirty, soiled, old, or either had holes in them. She would always say that you never know when you would need someone's help and they need to see your panties. Even so, she got into a car accident herself, and she talked about when she was just kind of laying there waiting for the EMT and everyone to arrive, and she said she was literally just thinking, oh Lord, I hope my panties look nice. Now, I don't know how she would feel about the fact that I don't really wear them on a daily basis, except if I'm on my period. But I don't keep period panties. I don't keep comfort panties. Anything that's old or for some reason has gotten ruined in the wash, I throw them out. That's just something that sticks with me, and it is something that I'm going to teach my daughter as well as my nieces.
Here are my top hygiene tips if you're a sweaty girl. I, too, am also a sweaty girl. I know the pain, I know the struggle, but that's what I'm here for, so let's get into it. First step, you gotta get in the shower. You have to wash off any existing sweat and start with a clean canvas. And in order to properly wash that sweat off, you need to cleanse twice. You want to use something to wash with. A washcloth, an African net sponge, exfoliating gloves, just something to really lather that soap up and work it into your skin. And you're going to go in and wash twice. You're first going to go in with an antibacterial bar soap to kill any odor-causing bacteria, and then you're going to go in with your favorite body wash just to get you squeaky clean. The combo I typically use is first the Dial bar soap. I really like it in the scent Spring Water. I just get them at Target in a huge pack. They last me forever. And then I really like the Dove body washes for that second cleanse. But you need to wash twice, every time you shower. Now this step is for my girls that get sweaty and stinky. You're going to want to use Panoxyl under your armpits and in any spots where you get any like BO. The active ingredient in Panoxyl is benzoyl peroxide, and benzoyl peroxide kills odor-causing bacteria. So if you typically get stinky when you get sweaty, I would highly recommend trying this out. I just use it as a mask in my armpits when I'm in the shower, leave it on for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then just rinse it off as usual. Be mindful though, this does bleach towels, so make sure you're using white towels or really taking your time to thoroughly rinse it off before you get out of the shower. But since I started using this, I smell so good for like a long time. Highly, highly recommend. Next, you're going to want to invest in a good antiperspirant. You don't just want a deodorant, you want an antiperspirant if you are a sweaty girl. Deodorant is just going to make your sweat smell like vanilla or lavender. Antiperspirants work by basically creating a plug in the sweat gland that prevents you from sweating excessively. And yes, I use an aluminum-based antiperspirant because I don't play about sweating. The aluminum-free thing just does not work for me. If you're a sweaty girl, I highly recommend investing in an antiperspirant. I absolutely love the ones from 𝒂𝒅𝒄. This is my all-time favorite from them. This is the 𝒂𝒅𝒄 Outlast Sweat and Odor 72-hour clear gel. This stuff is bulletproof. You will not smell or sweat all day. And not only do I use this in my armpits, I also use it under my girls. I will never cheat on 𝒂𝒅𝒄 antiperspirant. It is my #1 of all time. Highly recommend if you're a sweaty girl. My last and final tip is to be very, very mindful and selective of where you wear tight clothing if you're a sweaty girl. Tight clothing actually traps heat, so if you're wearing super tight shirts around like your armpits, or any tight clothes around it, like any sweaty crevices, you're just gonna sweat that much more. Try to wear something loose or something that allows airflow. And those are my top hygiene tips for the sweaty girls, because I am also one myself. I hope you guys like this. Bye.
I grew up in an ultra feminine culture in Dubai, and these are my favorite tips on how to stay smelling good this summer without spending extra money. Make sure you're flossing and brushing your tongue at least twice a day, morning and night. Exfoliate your body with acids. Acid is not just for your face. Removing that extra layer of skin is going to make sure that sweat is not getting trapped. Make sure you're not letting your body hair grow out. If you can't afford laser hair removal, you can shave it every other day. For the love of God, stop starving yourself. Eat on time as soon as you get hungry, because that hungry smell from the acids in your stomach, everyone can smell it. Speaking of foods, make sure you're eating a lot of whole foods, fruits and vegetables, and easy on the spice and greasy food, and also fast food. Smelly foods do make you smell, it's true. Make sure you're not dehydrated. If you're like me and you hate drinking water, like I love drinking coffee instead, make sure you get a cute water bottle that makes you drink more water. Let me know if you guys want me to do more feminine tips.
Your pussy stinks because your pH balance is because you use panty liners every single day. You don't let that leave. You use scented soaps. You use perfume or you spray deodorant down there. You have sex with someone who's got a penis and they are messing up your pH, babe. It's them, it's not you. You eat bad. Your diet is terrible. You are what you eat. It's honestly so bloody real. You use bath bombs. You wear tight, restrictive clothing all the time. And that brings me back to my earlier point. You don't let your pussy breathe. Your pussy needs to breathe, babe. She needs to flourish. She needs air.
More feminine hygiene tips from a board-certified OBGYN. Skip the feminine washes, as most of them can throw off your pH and increase the risk of vaginitis. Here are some good options which are safe to use externally on your vulva. In the shower, you can use these gentle cleansers or just water with your hand or a soft washcloth. To use a washcloth, make sure that you're washing them every 1 to 2 uses. You're choosing undies, avoid synthetic fabrics as they can absorb moisture and increase the risk of yeast infections and bacterial overgrowth. Breathable cotton undies are always the best option. Cheekier fits are okay as long as they're in the right size and not overly restricting.
Enough with the hygiene Olympics, okay? You're clean. We get it. Why is it that I have to take a shower for 7 hours? Why do I have to take 7 showers? Why do I have to have 2 pairs of panties with me at all times to change? Why is it that I'm not allowed to have my toothbrush in the bathroom? Why do I need every scent of Dove? Why do I need yoni wash, cream, oil, and exfoliant? Baby, my yoni is clean, mean, and pristine. She don't need all that, baby. She doesn't need all of that. I also don't need to take a shower 17 times a day. I'm actually okay. I'm actually okay. Dr. Bronner's, so y'all make fun of the men's that use 3-in-1, but Dr. Bronner's is like a 100-in-1. I don't want to use that. Like, I'm sorry. I don't need my butt to feel like it just chewed gum. You know what I mean? I don't need that for it to be clean. Relax. I'm not saying the soap ain't good. I just don't really need it. That's all. Stop. Just stop. We get it. We get it. We get it.
How do you like to prep and pamper yourself to make sure you're on top of your hygiene? Share it with us in the comments below. And in my next video, I'm going into how playing with your face card can do a major 360 and make you attractive as well. Until then.